My sister has to accept her daughter as white. When my sister Priya gave birth to her daughter Layla, we were all overjoyed. We expected Layla to inherit Priya's dark brown skin, black eyes, and that familiar glow. But when Layla was born, she surprised us all. Her skin was pale with light brown hair and hazel eyes. The moment we saw her, I knew something was different, but I never expected it to make such a huge impact. At first, we laughed it off. I joked, maybe she's an angel sent from heaven, but I could see the discomfort in Priya's eyes. It wasn't funny anymore, especially when people started asking, "Are you sure she's yours?" As Layla grew, her uniqueness became more and more noticeable. She loved ballet instead of the traditional family dances. Priya smiled on the outside, but inside, I could sense the unspoken battle. It became even more apparent at a family wedding when an aunt whispered, "She doesn't look like you at all." Priya's face fell, her smile faded, and I could feel the tension rising. That evening, Priya broke down. "Nina, I love Layla, but I feel like people think she's not mine. They stare, they whisper. It's exhausting. I don't know how to handle it." I held her hand and said, "Priya, Layla is your daughter. Her appearance doesn't define the love you share. You're her mother, and she's perfect just as she is. She's yours, no matter what." A week later, Priya proudly posted a picture of her and Layla with the caption, "My heart, my soul, my daughter." My grandma refused to say my name until she faced her own. My grandma hadn't called me by my real name in 17 years. She used to braid my hair, hum lullabies, and call me her little sunshine, but never Sienna. Too modern, she said. Instead, she called me Susan, after her late sister. Every birthday card, every family dinner, Susan. It wasn't just a name, it was a rejection of who I was. Last Thanksgiving, I couldn't take it anymore. The house smelled of pumpkin pie and old grudges when she slid a gift toward me, with Susan staring up from the tag in her shaky cursive. I said, "Grandma, my name is Sienna. If you can't say it, don't say anything to me." She stiffened, her teacup rattling, and responded, "Respect your elders, Susan." That night I went to the attic, desperate for answers. I found a rusted locket. Inside was a picture of a young grandma with a woman I didn't recognize. The engraving read, "Red Esther and Clara, 1952. The next morning, I placed the locket in front of her and asked, "Who's Clara?" Her face crumbled as she whispered, "Esther." I learned that grandma wasn't born Margaret. She was Esther. She had abandoned that name in college, afraid it was too old. Clara was her secret love, the one she never got to say goodbye to. I couldn't bear the guilt, she confessed. So I buried Esther. I pressed the locket into her trembling hands. "You're not Margaret, and I'm not Susan." For the first time, she looked at me and said, "Sienna." And in her eyes, I saw someone remembering who she once was. My sister stole my baby name, so I gave her a surprise. Tessa and I have always been close, but when it came to competition, she played to win. So when I announced my pregnancy, I expected excitement, not rivalry. I had loved a name for years. Elegant, soft, perfect. Tessa knew this, but suddenly she became obsessed with it. "Ayla is such a beautiful name," she would say, almost testing the waters. I laughed it off, but something in her tone unsettled me. Then came my baby shower. Tessa handed me a beautifully wrapped package. Inside was a custom-made onesie and a baby blanket, both embroidered with the name Isla. My heart sank. "Surprise," she grinned. "We're trying for a baby too, and I just know Isla would be perfect for our future daughter." I swallowed my anger. She had claimed my baby's name before I could even use it, but fine. I wouldn't fight her for it. I'd simply outplay her. When my daughter was born, I named her Hazel. Tessa seemed relieved until a year later when she finally got pregnant. "We're having a girl," she announced, beaming, "and we're naming her Isla." I smiled. "Oh really? That's funny." Her face twisted in confusion. "What do you mean?" I pulled out a frame, showing her the birth certificate of my second daughter. I slid it out. The color drained from her face. "You did that on purpose?" I just sipped my coffee. "Guess you'll have to find another perfect name."